Game starting up now. We got the Armory Kingdom spawn points. Again, nobody's looking like they want to go for the hot drop here. Everybody realizing that if you do go for the hot drop, you're going to have the initial loot. You might get into a fight, get a couple kills, especially if you have the good side, like on the left side of the armory here. However, if you do get knocked out, you know, you could have less points than if you just survived. Even just surviving later in the game will get you more points than if you get knocked out early. So these teams pretty spread out here. Hexalink going for Kingdom. Scanter, Uzi Goose, Danderson taking shots over at Cryptic, who is landing into the cemetery here. Cobra EU going towards Refinery and Defiance area. Cobra Cartel grabbing that summit. We got Billy the Kids in this farmlands area as well, kind of in the middle. Where will the zone go? Zone looks like it's going towards the frontier area. No fight's going to be happening early in the game here. Take a look at the map, you can see how spread out all of these names are.
Supply drop deploying.
Supply drop will be right in the middle of plains. Billy the Kid's going to be the closest team to it. But no fights going on early in this game.
And one thing we're talking about is the move. Since we're moving down to 6 teams per lobby and diamond, is we're going to test out in the off season, making the zone hold time shorter because there's a lot of sitting and waiting.
Golden Magnum, Golden MP5 on the drop here. Golden Magnum huge for taking out builds, especially late game. MP5 with that bigger clip, really able to tear down builds and get a lot of consistent damage. MP5, one of the easiest recoils to deal with in the game. If you just pull down, if you're holding it with 2 hands, you can control basically the whole recoil of the MP5. A lot of people opting for one-handed shooting in this game, and the MP5 can do that, not quite as well as some of the other guns, but the Gold Magnum on the drop, huge as well. One-handed head peeks and destroying builds. It's looking like Billy the Kid's backing up into the zone, trying to get early zone positioning here. Nobody else fighting just yet. Danov getting a little bit close to Stumpy. Stumpy low shields, not sure if that's from a couple shots coming out. Z-Link, good bet, rotating over from Cemetery here. Now Cobra EU will be able to work into zone a little bit here. Cobra Cartel, though, Tech9 taking a couple peeks, but all of these teams right now just looking to work a little bit farther into the zone. Scanter, Uzi Goose, Danderson working right into the middle of plains. Very risky with how open it is. It doesn't look like any teams opted for the tower climb just yet, but a couple shots now coming out between Cobra EU. Stumpy Nubs a little bit spread out from his team, but his team might be able to assist when Cobra Cartel starts pushing across the street. Stumpy, one to carry an extra amount of heals usually has extra bananas and extra shields on him, so able to work his way out of this one. Patia taking shots. Z-Link cracking his shields. Patia not very hurt yet. Z-Link using a shield shaker to get back up to full. All these teams a little spread out. Nobody else fighting just yet. Clev, Orzo, spread out a little bit from Tech. If Tech decides to get into a fight or gets pinched here at all, his team is spread out enough where I don't think anybody else would be able to find him. Hexalink over in Kingdom still. Zone not quite closed just yet. Got a little bit more time. Tech beginning to return to his team. Billy the Kids over at Frontier taking shots at Cobra Cartel now. Iron Man taking some shots at that op. Not connecting just yet. And shots from Danimal from Kingdom. It looks like at Colin. Saw that tracer go across the screen really quick. Now damage in Diamond Division. Actually worth points as well. 500 damage will equate to 1 point as well. Who's in first? Nobody's in first yet. Nobody's knocked out of this round. This is the first game for the finals, mixed. I imagine Cobra Cartel EU has the most damage this game so far, so they could be considered as winning at this current moment. But as soon as a player goes down, we're going to see what ends up changing. The zone is still frontier area, but a little bit pushed off of the edges. Those edges of the map hard to deal with.
Orzo's taking some shots to call in the 5.
Yeah, shots from Iron Man. He's able to position himself on the corner here to get some shots. And actually, Danimal taking another op shot from the Kingdom area. Danderson, Uzi Goose, and Scanter now pinched between 2 different teams. Uzi Goose taking a shot. It looks like that is a 2-star op that hit him. His shield's about 70 or 25% there. Scanter getting shot with it. AK, great shots. Taking his shields again to about 25% as well. Yeah, we streamed the semifinals mix, and now we're on to the finals.
Ooh, Uzi taking a hit right there. I didn't see where it came from.
I think it was Danimal. Managed to grab him further and across. But they will now be pushing behind Billy the Kids. We might see a fight happening in Frontier right now. Iron Man pushing up a little bit. Danderson getting shot from the side from Colin. Purple op, hitting him from 87. Scanter gets shot once, throwing out a grenade, backs off a little bit. Iron Man gets a DT shot off on him. The DT's so strong in these fights. Iron Man pushing up on Danderson. Shields cracked on Danderson. He's trying to back off to join his team. Gonna have a really hard to watch close range fight here. All these builds. Onyx gets taken out, gets traded with Scanter here. Colin spraying that AK-47 inside Uzi Goose. Danderson both no shields here. Uzi Goose managing to get off a banana to heal himself up there. Grenade coming in. Manages to grab Uzi Goose with that frag grenade there. Danderson, last one alive, trying to back off as much as he can. Going for the res here. Scanter and Uzi Goose trying to catch up. And Hexalink trying to get in on the action, trying to third party a little bit here. Other side of the map, we have Patia EU Cobra Cartel getting pinched between Cobra Cartel and Cryptic as well. And that TNT barrel hitting him for a little bit there. TNTs can only hit for 50 max. Uzi Goose Scanter pushing in here. And actually, Billy the Kids needs to back off a little bit here. Danimal versus Chatman inside. Or Danimal and Chatman pushing inside. Uzi Goose in the bottom floor. In this corner here, Danimal wiping Uzi Goose out. Team wiping there. Colin will be able to get rezzed here. And on the other side of the map, we actually had, it looks like, Cobra EU get wiped out as well.
Yep, they're out.
I think Cobra EU got wiped out first, so that'll be 6th place for Cobra EU. Uzi Goose, his team will be 5th here. Stumpy Nubs, good bet. Z-Link, they do have the zone placing. We're going to see where it shrinks to right here. Not too far off for both of these teams, but both of the Frontier teams will be fighting for this corner in just a minute here. Tell Chaotic I love his voice. Sign VR says he loves your voice.
Thank you.
Cryptic pushing. They're trying to get this hardcover and the loot that exists on the side here. Restock a little bit. Doesn't look like Stumpy Nubs has shields just yet. That zone grenade, huge for getting people out of these buildings here. Colin and Iron Man having to fly off a little bit here. Iron Man actually doing a big rotate, trying to get away as much as he can without getting seen. Onyx holding the head peak. The Seiko so strong in these situations. That zone grenade going to force HK Hexalink off of this building though. And both teams will be fighting for the zone in just a second. Lots of sniper shots going back and forth here. Not a whole lot of them connecting. Snuffy Nubs actually gets hit by one of them there, taken very low.
Looks like 1 HP maybe.
Chatman grabbing Iron Man, trying to do the big rotate without op there. Chatman getting pushed now, no shields. Colin pushing up from the side. Onyx alive, but out of the zone here. Chatman pushing inside with the DT. Zone grenade coming out from Chatman's teammates. Colin burning in the zone, and the zone grenade here taken very low. Onyx pushing in on Danimal. 1 versus 1. Colin right behind him, but out of the zone. And Billy the Kid's wiped out as well. Hexalink in the corner though. They're going to need to push inside the zone here. Cobra Cartel, zone advantage here. Baker's shields cracked by Good Bet. Ooh, and a side shot from Orzo. He will just be able to third-party these kills. Or not even third-party, but just pick them up as they're trying to rotate into zone. Both teams watching Hexalink trying to get into zone here. Goodbat starting to unload with the AK. Goodbat, one of the best AK users in the game. Stumping up's very low.
Battle zone shrinking in.
Doesn't have any heals to work with right here. Actually gets one shot from the side from Chatman, taking him out. Stumping up's just using an ump here. No loot. If they revive Stumpy here, there's no loot for him to use. Goodbat Z-Link. Last one's alive. Mindbaker, Danimal, and Chatman in the corner here. No shields on Chatman just yet. Using a shield shaker to try to heal up. Final zone. Ooh, Danimal. Great shot on healing there. They will be getting a revive off on Stumpy. Drop will be coming in the back. Cobra Cartel ready for the drop. We'll see what comes out of it. Stumpy Nubs does get res. Doesn't have any loot to work with. 1911 and CX4, but there is a lot of heals on the drop there.
Cobra Cartel is in such a good position.
Stumpy Nubs in the corner here. Going for the knife. Gets actually one hit off on Chapman. Almost gets a knife kill there. Ooh, grenade from Goodbat, securing the kill. Orzo from above, taken out. Z-Link, last one alive for his team, gets wiped out. Danimal, last one alive for Hexalink in the corner. Cobra Cartel pushing in. 2 DTs versus Danimal. Nothing, not a whole lot he could do there. Didn't have the zone to work with, and Cobra Cartel will take the first match.
Cobra Cartel not even breaking a sweat in this one.
Yeah, zone ended up pushing in their favor there. Able to take a couple shots early. Didn't really have to worry about fighting the entire game. The whole game, they were just kind of able to take some op shots from afar. You know, pinch Cobra Cartel EU and work from there. There you go. Cobra Cartel EU. 0 kills, 6th place. Fugitives. Most wanted Fugitives. 5th place, 1 kill. Billy the Kid's 4th place. I think they might have gotten a couple kills. And maybe a squad wipe. A lot of damage for them with those long-range sniper shots. Cobra Cartel, 6 kills. Not breaking a sweat. None of them barely damaged. I don't think anybody in Cobra Cartel died this game. 1,700 damage for them.
I don't believe they had any deaths.
Hexalink, 10 kills on Hexalink, though.
Oof.
2nd place, 10 kills, 2,000 damage. Huge kill game for them. They might still be above Cobra Cartel. They are by 2 points. I'll try to run ads between the matches, guys, so you don't get ads during the game, if I can. I don't choose when the ads go off, so they're just kind of random. But if I manually run ads between the games, I think it should dodge the mid-game ads for you, so I'll try to do that for you guys. From now on.
Game 2, about to start.
Like we have the Frontier Dropper. Live, such a good use for games, and Live actually has a built-in camera stabilization feature as well. If you can, you know, get your game to work with Live and at good quality, you can get some really interesting stuff. One thing that's interesting about Live is you can do a third-person camera, which is why when you see people playing Beat Saber, they have a camera that's behind them, which kind of begs the question for first-person shooters in games that are competitive. Should that be legal, or do you actually want to work with Live? I'm sure that's one of the reasons the devs have decided to not work directly with them. Just because if you could third-person camera in Pop 1 and you could see around corners without actually having to peek, that could be a huge advantage. I know Pavlov and Contractors are, when you try to work them with Live, it just gives you a black screen because they want to avoid that. A couple teams actually dropping close to each other. Hexalink and Billy the Kids over at Complex here. Ooh. Chapman gets hit with the Cypher there. Won't have the shields just yet. It's so early into the game. It doesn't have heals to work with. Chapman taking some shots with that AK. Zone grenade coming out. Gonna push Chapman off this corner here. Iron Man with that MK. Getting him off the corner of the wall, but Chapman will be able to have a head peek here. Chapman out in the open. Doesn't have the builds this early game to help him out. Iron Man able to take him out. And Mindbaker trying to take shots with the sniper from the side here. He does have that op. but not going to have a lot of ammo early game. Maybe only a couple of boxes.
No shield, too. Needs to be careful.
No shields. Chatman is down. I believe the kids might decide to push on this. Zone will be ending towards observatory, so we'll see if they actually decide to push on this or if they just decide to go for zone advantage.
Battle zone is now shrinking.
What are you using to cast here that allows you to skip the black load screens? This is a casting tool, a specific casting tool just for events. I believe it was used during the Invitational as well. But this is, I'm not able to play or do anything. Clev grabbing a kill on Mindbaker. And Danimal, the last one alive for Hexalink now. Clev's starting to push out. Danimal is going to be in a very rough spot, going to need to just hide here. He has a good hiding spot behind this fuel here. They're listening for him. If he makes even one footstep, they'll be able to hear him. Even some random zone grenades could give them an advantage here.
They move on.
Going right over him. Orzo, keeping an eye, kind of looking around. In these situations, if you're looking for people, looking for a team, it's always a good idea. If you're not planning on using a zone grenade later, just pick it up and toss it against the wall. You never know, it might tick someone, might cause them to move, give you an advantage. That animal looks like he might be able to get away with his hiding spot here.
Clev's still in the vicinity. They know he's around here somewhere.
They're looking for him. I don't think they're going to be able to find him here. None of the windows broken on this side of the building, so they don't know that he went inside. Oh, there's one in the corner. When you're looking for someone, always a good way to track is look for broken windows. Cryptic and Cobra EU already in the zone. No fights yet. We might see some sniper shots go back and forth there, but I don't think either team will choose to push. They both have zone placement here. They're just going to see where the zone ends up going. Where did the supply drop go this game? Let's see. Supply drop is towards Outpost. DX4, not sure what the other gun on it was. Probably picked up by Cryptic. Billy the kids just getting into the corner of the zone here. Do have the zone, do have hard cover from the roof. Pretty safe position for them. Danimal out of the zone, starting to burn here. Mindbaker and Chapman. Something you can do as a ghost. You're not completely out of the game. Don't always go for a res. It's a good idea for you to call out where enemies are. Danimal cooking in the zone a bit. The first zone won't hurt a lot until it finishes closing, but you'll see his health start taking pretty hard once it finishes closing. Orzo, Clev, and Tech holding the corner of the zone here. Shots going back and forth between Cobra EU and Cryptic. Complete actually gets hit. Ooh, his health bar. That's probably a gold op on good bet there.
Battle zone shrinking in. 45 seconds.
Something not to get hit once there. Trading some shots back and forth. Gold op able to headshot for 164. Two of them using the ops here. If both of them hit at the same time and one of them gets a headshot, that's an insta-kill. Shots coming out from Danoff, pushing Cryptic a little bit farther back here. Danimal with the wide rotate here. See if he has the health to be able to finish this rotate. Should be okay on the rotate. I'm not sure if he has another heals he can use. It should be okay. Able to work his way in the zone here, and no teams right on this corner to have to worry about.
Battle zone is now shrinking.
Danimal, great rotate from him getting into the zone. Cobra's going to be looking for him, though. Oh, they just saw him out of the corner of their eye there. Mindbaker gets rezzed. Clev knows that he got rezzed. He had the sniper trained on him. This might be just an extra free kill for Cobra. Oh, and they're pushing right into Most Wanted as well. Fugitives. Danimal out in the corner of the zone. Doesn't have another heal to work with. He's going to be trying to scavenge this other area for some heals. Danderson able to get eyes on Danimal there, and now it's a very rough spot for a Hexakill between two teams. Both teams know where they're at. Danimal pushing out his own, trying to get some heals. Clev, Tech 9, and Orzo spread out a little bit with snipers, just getting eyes on these other teams. Danoff pushing up on Stumping Up and actually managing to grab him with the M10. The other members of Cryptic, Z-Link pushing off here, trying to back up Scanter, killing Clev there. Great shot from him. Orzo going to go for the quick res. And Billy the Kid's actually making their way halfway up the tower, grabbing shots, getting op shots down at Orzo. Anderson, Easy Goose. 2 frag grenades coming out, forcing Ganimal out of his position. Ganimal pushing away. Shield's not quite cracked yet. Does have an AK. Uzi Goose pushing on, taking him out. And Hexalink, first team wiped out from this game. Clev, Orzo, Tech9 having to back off a little bit here so that they can get a res on Clev and push out. Stumpy Nubs, dead, pushing back to his team. Calling out Cobra EU, pushing a little bit farther right. You can see his ghost pushed a little bit away from his team just to see if anybody else was pushing from Kingdom. Billy the Kids, most of the way up tower. You can take a look at the zone. Zone, most of the way in tower, actually. You usually don't see that at all. Tower going to be a heavy portion of the fights here. Clev looting up inside the tower. I don't think I've ever seen the tower more in zone than for this small of a zone than now. We're going to see where it closes to after here. Clev trying to shield up a little bit. Stumpy Nubs just ghosting. This is an interesting thing that Cryptic have done. They hear the additional people. Instead of going for a res and possibly giving one of the teams another kill, they're just leaving Stumpy dead here. Tower still in zone with this next closure as well. Uzuki Standerson taking shots up at Tech9. Tech9 between 2 teams here. Oh, gets hit once. Purple op. Not quite cracking his shields, but able to trade a shot with Uzi Goose. Uzi Goose taken very low. Looks like a headshot from Tech there. Anderson, half shields. Uzi Goose Scanter. Ooh, pushing from behind, but Danov managing to pick up a kill with that op. Op's great in these games for just picking up kills. HK big mad. They had the lead. Yeah, most likely mad, but you have extra games to play with here. It is more about who's the most consistent team. Tech9 dropping in on Danderson. Danderson, no shields. Tech9 building them out of the zone. Zone grenade coming out. Tech9 healing up with those shield sodas. You heard him come out. Danderson healed up with the banana, starting to get those shield sodas as well. Shield sodas allowing you to, regen shields even when out of fight. You don't lose anything for using a shield soda, really. You're able to use it mid-fight and then peek back almost immediately. You're able to drink them so fast, you don't lose any time at all. Tech peeking out of this vent. A couple frags coming out, but none of them landing inside the vent, just breaking the builds that Tech had made. Orzo grabbing a lot of shots off at Scanter, not quite cracking him. More frags, both teams. Great nades from Scanter, forcing Clev back, and might get his team into the zone here. Good bet going for a res on Stumpy finally. Patia. Yeah, that is a gold magnum he's working with. You can see the bullets immediately breaking the builds that they were making inside that little hut. Cobra EU does not have the zone here. They will need to push into this building most likely, which will put them in a fight immediately with Cryptic Flow. Top of the tower still in the zone by quite a bit, actually. I've never seen the tower this far into zone for this small of a closure. It might come down to a battle of heals, honestly, which I've never seen the game get to that point, but it's just going to come down to whichever team has more heals.
That is a crazy zone.
We're going to see if that zone grenade is going to force Cryptic out of the corner here. Cryptic, a lot of shots going in on them. Still alive, working into this little corner. There's a little corner you can work into in this building here. Very sneaky. The only way to destroy it is with grenades.
Damn, I'll mix up with him again.
Cobra E pushing in. Dana pushing in on Stumpy. Patia taken very low. Getting shot from the side as well from Fugitives. Patia, no shields, healing up. Ooh, Stumpy gets sniped from Tech9 from the back here. Cobra Cartel third partying to get a little bit of damage. Tech9, I'm not sure if he knows Standerson's here. Quick builds from him, keeping his shields up. And there's 2 teams just on either side of this wall here. That zone grenade's going to force everybody out, or they're just going to need to sit in it. Cryptic needing to switch corners of the building. Good bet healing up with that banana here. And these inner building fights so hard to watch. But Clev with that 1911 able to just shred builds. He's going to keep firing at those builds there. 2 shots from that 1911 there. They're actually going on a res. Res is reached from Danov. Danov out of the zone here. Complete dying to zone. Danov managing to get Z-Link. Grenades coming in. And Orza with a frag grenade able to take out Danov.
That
Fugitives
was rough for Cobra EU.
in the Fugitives in the corner of this building here. Now this is a chance where Billy the Kids can decide whether or not they want to drop or if they just want to go for placement. The amount of health that a build has, it's 100. But so builds have 100 health, but some weapons have damage modifiers against builds, so they'll do more damage against builds. Tower's still in the zone with this next closure. Are you kidding me? Never seen that.
I've
Never seen that. Never for this small.
Yeah, they might be able to just stay in here on the corner here.
Yeah, and if they, so the way you play this, if you're one of these two teams, is you need to drop all of your heals for one person, let everybody else die, and just have that one person stay alive with the heals individually. Cobra Cartel has the corner of the zone here. They're all hiding in this little corner. Fugitives starting to push up a little bit. If they have any grenades or anything, that could be huge for this next fight.
Battle zone is now shrinking.
Getting the win will give you a bit of points, but it is good to get a little bit of damage. Good grenade coming out. Doesn't quite make its way into that corner. If they can get a grenade into that corner, you know, it's possibly 450 damage that Cobra Cartel will have to deal with. This zone hurts here. Sanderson actually dying to the zone here. Scanter pushing farther out of zone.
There's the drop.
There's the pin drop here coming out. Billy the Kids. Glad managing to grab one, gets traded. Scanter outside of the zone, dying to zone. Onyx versus Tech 9. Tech 9 picking up the 50 shields from his kills, getting pushed from behind. Oh. And Tech backing into the zone. The zone here probably ticking for 10 or more. Killing him with how low Onyx was able to get him. Billy the Kids grabbing first place for that game. That one zone grenade that forced Cobra out of that corner there, that Billy the Kids threw, won the game for them. Fugitives managing to grab third place out of that, and quite a bit of damage. A great game from them, from Billy the Kids. Cobra Cartel, lots of kills as well. We're going to see. Got lots of people on my list. We got Soup Nazi, for sure.
Uh-huh. A couple people from VRS.
Yeah, Philosophosaurus always pin drops me every single time. Couple people on that list for sure. But what's your guys' opinion on pin dropping? I want to run an ad so we can try to make sure you guys don't have an ad for the end of the game. Guru Michi loves to pin drop me. Yep, Guru Michi. Sniper shots from Danimal at Onyx, not quite connecting. You know, if you can manage to hit a shot, you get that early damage, or even if you get a headshot, you get an immediate kill. Gives you that much, a little bit of a buffer for that game.
One of the plays of the week last week was Scanner 47 hitting a shot with a Seiko headshot from across the map to Chapman, who was still up in the air. 103 and was down. Nice.
I've had 3 of those, but every single time I have gotten one of those, it has been with a 1-star Seiko, which is 92, and it is the worst feeling in the world since they changed the damage. Not getting a kill, like not getting rewarded for a headshot early game. Oh, it feels so bad. Scanter getting hit there, trading shots from the windmill. Speaking of pin drops, anyone checked on Vape? Oof, too soon. Vape got pin dropped in the 4th game. They really needed to start doing work, and they got pin dropped.
Oh no! I was surprised to. I know Red wasn't playing today, but I was expecting to see Supreme in here.
Yeah, Supreme definitely one of the favored teams to move on here. Not a whole lot of action happening at the beginning of the game. Zone ending towards farmlands. This will be the 3rd game that we see it kind of in that area. I'm actually going to really quick pull up the reports for the scores for last game. First place, Billy the Kid. 6 kills on them. Only, not even 1,000 damage, but 6 kills for Billy the Kids. Cobra Cartel pulling ahead here. 15 points ahead of Billy the Kids, who is now in second. Cobra Cartel, second place, 8 kills. Third place, shrinking. And 2 kills with Fugitives. A lot of damage. Cobra Cartel, almost 3,000 damage for that last game. Cobra Cartel EU, almost 2,000 damage. Only 3 kills. Fourth place for them. No teams fighting just yet. Looks like Hexalink has the zone advantage for this next zone. Good bet, Stumpy Nubs. Shooting Iron Man. Actually taking him out with that MP5. MP5 able, you know, with multiple people shooting at the same build, able to kill it so fast. Onyx actually gets headshot from Z-Link there. Now needs to back up and heal. Great shot from Z-Link. Onyx pushing inside. It's going to be 1 versus 3 in just a minute. Onyx gets taken out with that MP5. Now, are swords still enabled for this? I haven't seen a single sword this entire game.
Yeah, there's a sword right here by a good bet.
Actually, yeah, we haven't seen any sword kills yet. I'm hoping we see some cool sword plays in these coming games. Red, yeah, Red definitely a huge player in these games.
There's a movement to get rid of Excaliburs in comp. What do you think about that?
Personally, I think it's a valid weapon. Obviously, I'm a little bit biased because it's one of my favorite things to use. But the range at which you need to be for the Excalibur to be effective, which is literally touching someone, is, you know, something where if someone's at that range, they should be winning the fight. You know, yeah. If they chose to give up one of their guns or one of their items for an Excalibur and you manage to fight them at that range, that's, you know, that's on you for making that decision, in my opinion. Yep. And then on top of that, like, a DT will outdamage, an M10 DT will outdamage the Excalibur just because the Excalibur can't even get close to people. So if you know, are more than 10 feet away, you'll still win a fight if you have one of the shotguns, especially at Diamond Division with how fast these people reload the DT.
Yeah, I agree. I got no problem with it.
Then the nicest aspect is going to be the rotation factor. If you have an Excalibur in your inventory and you're running from someone and they don't have one, you're going to be able to, you know, get away from them, which is really nice.
Absolutely.
Hitbox needs to be fixed. I think the hitbox is fine. The issue with the Excalibur is the latency. Melee weapons in VR games are very hard to work with. Another fight happening between Hexalink and Cryptic Flow over towards Farmlands, but we're going to stay at this Cobra EU fight over here. Yeah, latency very hard to deal with in VR games because you're actually the one swinging the weapon. If you're playing a game like Counter-Strike, Apex, you kind of get a feel, even if the melee isn't 100% accurate, you get a feel of when you need to press the button for your melee to hit. Whereas in VR, you know, you're used to things hitting when your arm hits them. So you much more feel when something's out of range or in range, and latency is a huge deal. There's only one game that I've played that's multiplayer that's done melee correctly, which is Swords of Gura, but it's just a 1v1 sword game. And even then, latency, the hardest thing to deal with here. We just hear 7 or 8 off shots come out, nobody dead. Anderson and Danoff cracked here.
Madison is now shrinking.
Ape had 100 viewers, quit his stream, didn't raid. Didn't raid? Yeah, it makes sense. Patia, cracked here. Shots from Uzi Goose, P90 shredding those builds. Grenade coming out, zone grenade. Patia had already rotated though. Drive grenades coming out, Patia trying to make his way into the barn. Able to get there. Should give him time to heal up now. Uzi Goose pushing on complete. Complete taken very low. Shields cracked. Danov and Patia pushing around the side here. Uzi Goose head peeking over this wall. Head peeking is so hard to deal with. Especially in these close fights when you don't have a weapon to deal with it. Patia and Anderson both taking each other very low. Danov very low. Cobra Cartel EU running out of heals here. Patia, I'm not sure if they have any more shields, but they could also get sniped in the back, yes?
Yep.
Hexalink now trying to get some shots from the back. Anderson grabbing a kill on Danov. Scanter killing Patia. Complete. Last one alive for Cobra EU. Uzi Goose. Scanter pushing inside. They know where he's at. Complete trying to hide in the corner. Is he going to be able to get one kill? No, he switches targets. Takes them both low, but doesn't kill either of them. And Cobra EU taken out of the game. Cobra Cartel pushing up from Defiance. Cryptic Flow. Neither of these teams in the zone. They will have to push a little bit. No teams on the tower. Good bet. Lots of op shots coming out on him. None of them connecting. Stumpy Nubs, shields cracked by Tech9 and Clev. They might try to push him here. They know he's a little bit split up. Good bet. Zealing trying to provide sniper support. Ooh, good bet. It looks like Orzo only had a 1-star op there, but managing to crack his shields. Good bet does need to shield up here. Everybody in chat, try to keep the chat related to Pop 1. If you guys want to talk about Tarkov or what do you want to talk about, just go ahead and send DMs to each other. I'm going to try to keep everything Pop 1 related in here. Ooh, Tech very hurt there. Healing up now. Stumpy Nubs out in the open here, but it looks like both these teams are just going to fire ops back and forth at each other for now. Hexalink, Danderson looking at each other. Really, the kids in the corners do have zone as well. Clev, no shields now.
Yeah, Zealand connected with Clev just then.
Yeah, that's just taking shots with that AK. AK able to hit in the head for 25. You know, an eighth of your health from one bullet. Stumpy Nubs P90 starting to just shred the builds while Danderson tries to get across. Hits him a couple times. But Cryptic Flow will now need to move into the zone here. Good bet gets shot there. It needs to back off and start shielding up. The main guns you're going to see in all of these matches, you're going to see snipers the first half of the game. You're going to see P90 shotguns and AKs the second half of the game. And then maybe an Excalibur eventually, if someone really needs to clutch. But as we're even seeing here, like, taking the Excalibur in your inventory is a risk. You give up an inventory slot of possibly even heals for the I'm going to get in a close range fight, which you might not even win or you could get baited. So Excalibur overall very risky to have in your inventory. It's one of the reasons I don't think it should be removed. It is a gamble. Keep it. Colin, shields cracked from the side. Now getting shot at. Not from the back yet. Iron Man needing to push into zone to try to stay alive here. Zone not ticking him super hard. Onyx needs to back into the zone a little bit as well.
Oh, nade. Good nade thrown by Tech.
Takes him out. Stumpy Nubs, Cryptic Flow now pushing from behind on Hexalink. Colin might and Onyx might be able to work out of here. They only need to worry about Cobra Cartel now. Colin just in the corner underneath his tractor. Neither of them have a lot of health. Ooh, and Orzo actually gets hit, which is might be the advantage they need to just push up. Animal knocking out Colin from the side. Onyx, last one alive for his team. Cryptic now getting in a fight with Hexalink. Hexalink pushing up. A couple grenades coming out. Zone grenade coming out. You're going to need to sit in the zone. It's going to be a hard one to watch with all these builds. Good bet taken very low from this grenade. Burning out to the zone grenade. Anderson pushing from behind. 3 different teams here. AK-47 coming out. Stumpy Nubs in the corner of the building. Last one alive on his team. Scanter pushing from behind on Chapman. Chapman's shield's almost down. Scanter pushing from above with the AK. Takes him out. Oozy Goose. Trying to get a kill on Mindbreaker. Great build from Mindbreaker, keeping him alive. Shots coming out. 2 shots from the DT. Really win this fight. Build himself in. Lots of grenades coming out from Cobra Cartel. Finishing off the fight now.
And Stumpy Nubs
still in the corner here.
Danderson walked right by him.
Now this is the situation. If you have a sword, this is where you'd want it. He has a P90.
Yeah, P90 out.
Stumpy Nubs looking for what he can find, trying to work his way over to the side. There is a sword here. Stumpy Nubs versus 3 DTs, just trying to... He's just twisting in circles here. He knew he survived to second place, just messing around for that final kill. Making it a spectacle as he twists in circles there.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive.
Great hiding spot from Stumpy Nubs, securing second place. But Cobra Cartel with another first place finish. Great grenades, third partying both teams. Grabbing extra kills, I think, on Scanter and on Mindbreaker at the same time. Yeah, we'll take a look at the scoreboard as they come across. We have 2 games left. We will see how the scores look. Now I know Cobra Cartel and Supreme, and I don't remember the other one. There was a couple teams that all agreed to just be part of the same team, essentially. So if they win, they're just going to split the winnings anyways.
Well,
is what I heard.
Yeah, that's a meme, though. I got confirmation on that. They were just messing around with that.
All right.
I think it was just Dab, Mud, and Complete talking. They didn't even talk to the teams about it at first.
Well, Cobra Cartel, I hope for their sake they did not agree to it, because they would love to have the first place finish and the money, for sure. First place, 5 kills on them, 1,400 damage. Second place for Cryptic, 2 kills, 1,700 damage. Stumpy Nubs team, great job securing second place for him. Fugitives, third place, 8 kills, almost 3,000 damage. Huge game for them. Billy the Kids, fifth place, 0 kills, very low damage, wiped out early. Cobra Cartel EU, sixth place, 0 kills, 1,000 damage. Actually getting more points than Billy the Kids there. Waiting on the kills to come across for Hexalink. 2 kills, 1727 damage. Now these are the games where you're going to see Cobra Cartel EU, Billy the Kids, Cryptic Flow, and Hexalink all hot drop, because they will be trying to grab early kills and have a chance at actually getting higher placement. Cobra Cartel will mostly likely see them pot out. They don't want to risk their first place finish, or they might even hot drop to secure their victory. You know, getting a couple of kills early could really get your points ahead. They have a great winning streak, managing to grab lots of good zone placements and secure all of these second party, third party fights. Great game sense from all of them, and you know, having all 3 of them able to easily 1v3 clutch if necessary.
6 squads remaining.
The only way Cobra's not going to win at this point would most likely be if they go out early. 7 ads shouldn't be.
And just like you said, they're podding all the way out.
Yep. Just securing their finish. They don't need to do anything here other than stay alive. You know, again, getting placement is all you really need. Staying alive, not going out early, getting some amount of points, some amount of consistency. Woozy Goose getting shot at early, gets hit a couple times, only getting hit for a couple damage. We're going to see if one of these sniper shots ends up hitting them. You know, they only have 5 shots to work with. Danov now needing to look for another box of sniper ammo, be able to take another shot. Grabs the second box, not able to connect a shot. Woozy Goose not hit yet. Danov, 2 shots left on him. No kills. That will put Cobra Cartel EU in the lead with about 5 damage.
Supply drop to Cobra Plains.
Just got 6 ads. Yeah, so at the beginning of the game, I've been running ads between games. Twitch manually runs ads unless I run them. So what I do is I manually run just ads between games. That way there's no ads that happen during the games. Otherwise, Twitch will randomly put ads as it feels in the middle of the games, which is annoying. But if you have a sub, you don't have any ads. So, Chaz, thanks for the gifted sub to Beast. Beast, you shouldn't get any subs now.
That's what I always say. There's one way you can stop that.
I am very bad as a content creator in the sense that I never ask for people to sub or for money.
Is now shrinking.
Stumpy Nubs actually caught out here against 3. He's starting to get pushed. He's caught out a little bit farther from his team. Will he be able to back up here? Danimal, Mindbreaker pushing in on him. Great placement of builds. Making sure he doesn't waste any with the hard cover of the rock protecting him there. Danimal gets hit from Seiko there. 2-star Seiko. Hitting him for just above 50, 60 damage on Danimal there. You see him shield shaking up. Good bet. Stumpy Nubs trying to rotate over it in Defiance. Mindbreaker taking shots from the AK. Danimal half shields now. Stumpy Nubs shields low. Gets hit again. Stumpy Nubs needing to back off here. Hexalink. A lot of shots off on him. He'll be separated from his team. Good bet. Shields cracked. Stumpy Nubs in the corner of the building. Cobra Cartel EU starting to third party this fight now. Forcing Chapman to back off of this push. None of these teams are in the zone, though. They will all be pushed by the zone. Good bet does get sighted, gets hit once while pushing farther into the zone. I think he will try to rotate up into Cemetery to try to go for a bigger rotate, try to grab any of the remaining loot. No, it looks like he's going down, actually. Getting shot at from Cobra EU, though. Z-Link separated. All of Cryptic Flow separated here. Very risky to separate yourselves out. You'll lose all the fights, but you might be able to squeak your way out between all of the teams. Z-Link alive, does have a sword. Just trying to heal up. Forcing people inside. Goes for the sword kill, but just like you see there, not able to get close enough to actually do anything. Stumping up still in these buildings. Good bet with a huge rotate through Defiance. All of Cryptic Flow split up here just so they can try to make it out of this one alive.
Complete was looking over that direction, but it looks like even he decided to get out of there.
Another fight happening towards Frontier. Cobra Cartel just picking fights. They're just going to try to survive during here. I think even if someone tries to pick a fight with them, they will back off and just try to hide a little bit.
Stepping up, about to go down.
Coming up, getting shot from the back. Managing to crack complete shields. Not able to take him out, but good bet with a huge rotate here. Almost over in Summit. I think he'll be able to squeak out of this one. Fugitives knows where Cobra Cartel is. They don't know who they are yet. You know, unless you get a kill on someone, it doesn't appear, and everybody's using the same skin, so you can't really target teams. Drop not looted yet. Golden M10, golden MK on the drop. And everybody's hungry for kills, trying to work their way up on the leaderboard a little bit. Cobra in such a good spot from the first couple of games where they can just sit back, pull out the lawn chair, and chill.
Battle zone is now shrinking.
Natia getting shot at from two different angles. I don't know what ODS channel points is. People in the same exact positions every game. Yeah, they can drop in different spots. And one of the things that Vortex does, I'm not sure if you guys try it, is when the game starts, we actually try to split up which pods we take. So we don't all try to grab, you know, the 3 pods on the left, but we try to spread out and grab pods on different sides of the platform, so it's harder to keep track of where we're at. I would prefer random platform spawns or even random player spawns. That would be awesome. Patia, ooh, gets hit from the side. Shield's cracked. Taken low. Anderson taking shots as well. Cobra Cartel EU pinched between 3 teams, about to be 4 teams, but they might be able to make it out. Good bet, Stumpy Nubs. Z-Link back towards the tower. They're going to try to just be a little bit slower here, but I think Danimal's siding him out. Yep, Danimal knows good bet's there. He's calling him out. Mindbaker rotating over to help him out. Z-Link, good bet, Stumpy. Now in its position where they need to push the zone. Danimal shield's cracked. Good bet with that. MK, very deadly. Z-Link taken out by Mindmaker, AK. Stumping up, getting shot from the side, trying to make his way into the turbine. Managed to get inside, getting shot from the side by Mindmaker. Great flank from him. Grabbing that angle, good bet. Now, again, the last one alive does have that sword for that extra little bit of movement speed. It's going to be slower than flying, though. Danimal, Mindbaker, and Chapman flying towards him. And Fugitives ready as well. Good bet in such a rough position. I think Danderson heard him as well. Going for an even wider. Uzikus really sight him out here. Oh, Danderson sights him at the last second. Yep, Danderson did hear him there. It's a good bet. Last one alive on his team inside the zone now. Trying to wait and see if they can make the teams fight so that he can actually get out of this.
And while this crazy melee is going on, Cobra Cartel is in there dancing in Frontier.
Really, the kids getting in a fight with Cobra EU. Chapman managing to kill Scanter with that AK. Good bet. Still alive with the big rotate. Uzi Goose chasing him down, though. Now, in a situation like this, what Goodbed wants to do is he wants to get to the hard cover of this building, force... Oh, Huzuku's actually getting shot from the side.
Oh.
A little bit of saving grace for Goodbet as Mindbaker wipes him out.
Batman getting hit there. Looks like from Cobra Cartel.
Yeah.
Oh, Dennison.
Great shot from
Yeah, by
Orzo.
Orzo.
Cobra
Yeah.
Cartel,
Battle zone
you
is
know,
now
securing
shrinking.
an extra point. All right, yeah, you might be able to do it now, Indian, if you want to try it. You can see who will win this game. Cobra Cartel has zone advantage here. Clev actually pushing up, getting a little bit aggressive. Adia, shield's cracked.
Clev coming down to meet Stumping of. He's barely hanging on.
Clev backing up a little bit, just farther into the zone. Knows he doesn't need to push, doesn't need to go for anything crazy. Just getting a little bit of damage, backing off. Stumping still alive. Hexalink now shooting at Stumping from behind, though. Billy the Kids do have the corner of the zone to play with here. Danimal killing Stumping Ups. Hexalink melting. Oh, and a shot from Tech 9 and from Danimal at the same time, securing Cryptic Flows.
I think that was huge. Tech 9 stealing that kill because Hexalink's trying to get every point they can. Tech 9 stealing a kill from him.
Have Tech 9 and Orzo all just melting the builds. If someone is hiding behind a build, one person won't spray down the build super fast, but if you get 2 or 3 people, you can really melt builds. And the coordination of these teams at this high level. As you just saw there, Chapman was able to shoot the TNT barrel next to his teammate. If a teammate shoots the barrel, it won't do damage to you, so it's a good way to secure that you don't take damage. Just have a teammate shoot that.
I didn't know that. That was interesting.
Supply drop deployed.
Max damage TNT barrel can do, because if you want to ultra bait someone, if you're having a sniper fight with someone, what you do is you stand on top of the barrel, because instead of going for a body shot or a headshot, they'll shoot the barrel, because they'll be like, I am attracted to the explodey thing, and you only take 50 damage instead of, up to 164, like with the gold op. Just little tricks or mind games
Battle
that
zone
you
is
can do.
now shrinking.
Drop right in the middle of the zone. Another golden M10, golden Magnum here. Cobra Cartel under the bridge here will need to push up into the zone.
Cobra Cartel EU just playing spoiler basically right now. I don't think they have a chance of winning anything.
Both of these teams going to be fighting for this 2-story rocker. It's the only hard cover that you get into the zone. Cobra Cartel needs to push up for the high ground a little bit. No hard cover in this corner. The animal sitting in the zone a bit longer. Hexalink, Danimal taken out by the UMP from Danov. Great shots from him. Hexalink in the corner now, no heals left on them. Billy the Kids and Cobra Cartel EU getting in fights. And Cobra Cartel have an angle on Hexalink here. Mindbaker having to push out into the zone. They know he's out in the zone. Mindbaker healing up with bananas, but needs to go farther into the zone. Onyx, great frag grenade from Clev, taking him out. Patia with the M60, though, great late game for taking out those builds. Complete, taken out, traded with Mindbaker there. Patia killing Mindbaker. And Orzo, great kill. Cobra Cartel. Third place finish at least for them here. Clev dead, but he will be rezzed by Danov. Complete guaranteed. Just res. Chapman just trying to stay alive. Go for a little bit of placement here. That M60 is great from up above. From down below, it's a lot harder to deal with. Patia getting shot at from Tech 9. Tech 9 just holding the high ground here. Now they won't be in zone, but they'll have the high ground for just a minute. Chapman still just going for this placement finish. Orzo pushing up on Patia with that P90. Swapping to the DT for the final kill. Chapman, last one alive on his team. 1 versus 3. Just going to get melted from that AK from Tech 9. Another first place from Cobra. That'll secure first place almost for sure. Kingdom drop. Fugitives looking around, saw that nobody else hot dropped, actually opting for the hot drop here. Catman
6 squads
drops,
remaining.
but sees that someone hot dropped. If they have a sniper on top of that kingdom, they might be able to get a shot off on them. Chapman just flying over to Frontier here.
It's
Indian,
unfortunate.
go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was just going to ask Indian if you could end the prediction for chat and start up possibly another one. What was unfortunate?
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Like, I remember last season for the finals, you know, it all came down to the last game. You guys, Vortex were in there, Supreme, Cobra, and it was like a 8-point difference. And that it all came down to that last game, and it was so intense, you know. This one is...
This one's just a
it's kinda-
stomp now.
Yeah.
A lot of the people that are playing at the competitive level, as we saw, like Supreme didn't have Red play in today. A lot of these teams, you know, because there isn't a huge amount of money, you know, it's fun to play in the competitive, but because it's not risking a whole lot, like especially with at least Vortex, I know we just mess around for the majority of our games. Like, as long as we're having fun, that's the main priority. We don't have a lot of practices or anything. We more go for being present in the competitive community and then just having fun, which I think is where the competitive is at right now. If more money gets involved or if more, you know, sponsors or things get involved, it could be a different story. But on the drop here, we got MP5 Gold Magnum again. Probably a dumb question. I am using a casting tool right now to from Big Box to be able to cast this match. Sumatchi deserves a spot on the Big Box team. I do not think so. I am not
Battle
knowledgeable
zone is now
enough in the
shrinking.
code side of things to be able to help. Like, I can advise stuff and I could advise balance stuff, but I don't think I could. I mean, I could code, but I am much more the content community side of things. Hexalink taking a shot there. Danimal shield's cracked from Hexalink. Lev getting shot. Ah, that's a heavy amount of damage. I think that's a Mindbaker has a gold op. I'm pretty sure, judging by Clev's health bar there. Go learn to code. I know how to code. I just coding. Two fights happening here. Orzo pushing up on Danimal. Orzo taking very low. Danimal pushing. No, Danimal actually sitting up here, getting a little bit ahead of peak, getting the high ground, waiting for Orzo to push up. Orzo with the DT. Danimal now out in the open. You saw him, you know, he pushed up a little bit there and he had to fly a little bit, and that lack of builds, lack of ability to stand on the ground actually cost him his life. Mindbaker Chapman now. Last one's alive. Tech9 barely missing that off shot. Grenades coming out. Oof. Chapman very low. Try grenades at this moment. Very hard to deal with. And all three of Cobra pushing with DTs. Very hard to deal with. Another fight happening on the other side of the map. Cobra EU getting a fight with Cryptic Flow. Good bet. Grabbing a kill on Danov at the AK. And it looks like Fugitives able to secure the drop here. Did they grab both weapons? They did. They were going to have that gold magnum for late game. Complete guarantee and Patia trying to back off a little bit here. Keep their team alive. Danderson, shields almost cracked in the middle against Billy the Kids. And Cobra EU trying to figure out where Mindbaker is so they can finish off this team. Patia very low now. Z-Link pushing, trying to finish off this team. Cobra EU just trying to back off, heal a little bit. Stay alive for this next zone. Next zone, back towards the back of Armory. Everyone's still running with DT. Yep, DT is meta since they changed the damage, even though it got nerfed a little bit. The fire rate on the purple gold are still fast enough. I don't think anybody's picking up the 1-star or the 2-star. The 1-star will actually mess you up if you try to fire it because of how slow the fire rate is. Z-Link pushing up on complete here. They know he's there. Zone grenade behind Z-Link. Not quite ticking him. Oh, actually ticks him for about 20. Patia and complete here. Oh, complete killing stumping guns from the AK. Great shots from him. Patia getting shots at the P90. Z-Link close up but not able to help just yet. Just head peeking over the top here. Complete now pushing Z-Link from the side. M10 on Z-Link. But 1 versus 2, able to crack complete shields, but Patia able to grab the kill on him with the DT. Good bet pushing up now.
On his own, something is in the way.
The AK trying to get the fresh res before he can get any loot. Both players head peeking here.
Complete up top. Oh.
Complete pushing with that M10. Good bet able to pick him up as well. Going to grab the 50 shields from him. Stumpy Nubs now able to push from behind to help him out. Heard people say the team number you are in the game depends how good your team is. That's not true. It is just whether or not your team is a full squad or not, usually.
Petty going right back down as soon as he's res.
Orzo getting in a fight with the animal on the other side of the map towards Frontier. Hexalink versus Cobra Cartel. Chapman, no shields. Tech pushing up with the DT. Tech with the DT, one of the scariest things you could deal with in the game. Mindmaker able to take him out. Lev on the side, doesn't have shields. Just used a shield shaker there. Great grenades from Danderson, killing Orzo there. Scanter pushing from behind though. Now it says Danderson and Scanter are on different teams on my end, but I believe they are on the same team here.
Oh, this could be it for Danoff. Yeah.
Z-Link, Stumpy Nubs, good bet. All full health, full shields now, able to run through those zones. Why isn't anyone using the Excalibur? You need to get too close for the Excalibur to be useful, and it's too risky to have in your inventory over just like another set of heals.
We do usually see some though in comp, and you're right. Like I haven't seen any today.
Good bet had one when he was doing that big rotate to help him with the movement speed, but that was it.
Yeah.
That's the only time we haven't seen any kills with it. Against these Diamond Division teams, it is, you know, the DT will outdamage you again. So very risky, only useful if you can force someone into a building aggressive against you, really. Or if you're doing a pin drop. And pin drop, you're better off just having frag grenades in that inventory spot. Cryptic Flow, Billy the Kids, Hexalink, Fugitives, and Cobra Cartel, the last teams alive. Cobra Cartel needing to start rezzing out in the zone here to stay alive. Gonna go for a res chain. Golden MK and a banana right above. Mindbaker taking shots though. I think Clev saw the banana, picks it up. He's gonna stay alive a little bit longer, but we'll need to start up this res. Hexalink trying to get a couple extra kills on Cobra Cartel. Cobra Cartel trying to live a little bit longer, maybe increase their chances of getting placement points here. Now the zone, when you're farther out, actually hurts way more. Cobra Cartel might get wiped by the zone here, we're going to see.
Yeah, looks like it.
And Cobra Cartel does get taken out by the zone. The zone does incremental damage, so it does, you know, starting low damage, and the farther into the game, the zone does more damage, and then the farther out in the zone you are, the more damage it does as well. Once it finishes closing, it starts ticking very hard.
Got a Cryptic Flow just chilling on the windmill.
Yep, Cryptic just going for a bit of placement points here. If we take a look at the current standings,
Battle zone shrinking in.
this will be a fight for third place. Fugitives with the Kids, Cryptic, all very close. Fugitives, if they have a huge game, might be able to get second, but Hexalink still have. I don't think that's possible at this point. So these teams are mostly playing for third place at this point. Starwind, thanks for that gifted sub. Kodak, enjoy your lack of advertisements. Satellite's very strong positioning to hold for the zone here. Final zone is going to be even farther into Refinery. A lot of these 9s actually still have loot on them, so whichever team starts to get hurt and takes control of that will actually have a bit of heals to work with. Cryptic actually getting voted for being able to take this next match. The animal melted immediately by Z-Link. Stumpy. Chapman almost cracked shield. Z-Link getting shot at from the side. Z-Link needing to heal up a little bit here. But Cryptic able to grab a first kill there and get themselves into the zone. Billy the Kid's starting to push in. They have the corner of the zone to work with. I don't think we'll see them push much farther than this because they don't need to.
Batman goes down.
I said armory, not refinery. Armory. Scanter, Vanderson, pushing up. Mindbaker on top of the A-frame here. Ooh, get shot a couple times. Half shields. Full health on him still. Cryptic on the other side of this wall. No loot to work with when you're outside the wall, but you do have the hard cover of the wall, the head peaks. And Mindbaker, Hexalink now getting shot from both angles. Has this container, but gonna need to start working back and forth and dancing here. Any zone grenade or any sort of grenade here would be huge for these teams. Billy the Kid's off on the other A-frame over here.
You called it.
Oof. Z-Link with that DT-11 finishing off Hexalink.
Anderson threw down a couple of nades, took down all those builds, and he's wide open.
Billy the Kids will still have the zone in the corner of that A-frame or that hangar. Anderson Scanner trying to get sniper shots off. Good bet pushing up a little bit. Full health, full shields on him. Has that AK. Good bet pushing up with that AK. Gonna be 1 versus 2 in a second here. Good bet peeking over the top here. Scanter doesn't actually land a shot, but good bet deciding to just back off a little bit. Stumping up from behind. Getting shot from both teams. Colin managing to grab a kill onto Stumping Ups there. Pushing onto Scanter. Kills him with the DT. Scanter actually dying to zone, but Z-Link going to get the credit for that kill. Good bet on the other side of the wall. Pushing up into the zone. Zone grenade coming out a little bit far. Should have thrown that a little bit closer to the zone to force him to take one of the damages. Iron Man pushing with that DT there.
Oh.
Iron Man and Colin. 2 versus 1 DT pushes so hard to deal with. Z-Link's just shooting the DT from behind.
60 seconds.
Has a little bit of heals to work with.
2 squads remaining.
2 squads remaining. Anderson dying to zone. Z-Link last one alive on his team, and Billy the Kids taking game 5. Last game. Billy the Kids, a lot of kills on them, a lot of third-party kills, a lot of just swipes with the snipers there. Able to grab the first place finish on that last game. If we take a look at the current standings for the game, that will, I believe, secure their place in 3rd place for the end of the game. Cobra Cartel ending the league finals with 91 points. 31 points above 2nd place. Just a crazy amount of points for them. 1st place, 2nd place, 1st place, 1st place. Just the most consistent 1st place, 2nd place team. We're going to wait a moment for the final scores to come in. Cryptic did not end up winning that game. It was close. They did a push on the hangar, and I think because they gave up their zone positioning there, it would have been harder for them. Right. Cobra Cartel will be taking 1st place. Hexalink 2nd place. Great games from them. Yeah, Cobra Cartel, just huge game sense. Great positioning in all of the games from them. And such a big lead from the first games that they're just kind of able to mess around. Cobra Cartel EU. We'll see how they ended up placing as well. Cobra Cartel did have multiple teams in these last couple of finals. They had 3 teams in one of the brackets. Five kills on Billy the Kids. 1,100 damage. And that will put them above Hexalink. Billy the Kids will get 3rd. Cobra Cartel 1st. Hexalink 2nd. Billy the Kids 3rd. Cryptic scores not in... Oh, wait. Cryptic actually had 9 kills. They might pull ahead here. Yeah, Cryptic actually managing to steal 3rd place away. 9 kill game for them. Billy the Kids, I thought, would have had 3rd place for sure there, but Cryptic with their massive kill game. 2nd place, 9 kills, 2,600 damage, able to grab and steal 3rd place.